Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Staff of OutofContinues.com, and we're doing a podcast here. We're doing it really late
Yes.
on a Monday evening. Maybe it's Tuesday for you. So,
This is
anyways,
Night Owls.
yep. Welcome to Out of Continues. This is episode 263, a weekly podcast posts up every Monday in which we talk about video games and related topics, video games and other subjects of the video game related stuff on outofcontinues.com as an MP3, and it also goes up on youtube.com as a video, as a MP4, and you can see me and you can see my guest host. I am Staffa, and my guest host today is Jess. How you doing, Jess?
I'm doing good, man. How have you been?
All right, well, let's get through this.
Okay, that's perfect. That's exactly how I've been. Let's do this.
This week, our episode segments will include the Game Awards. Will be our main topic. We're going to talk about the Jeff Keighley's. After that, we got some quick announcements, and then we got some news. So anyways, real quick disclaimer, anything and everything that we say on the show are opinions of our own and not of opinions of anyone else. That means our employers, past, present, or future. So hashtag don't fire me, hashtag hire Jess. She doesn't need to be working on a library anymore. Get her into the game industry or something. Make 3D models. Something.
Please, thank you.
Yes. Yes.
Save me. Hashtag save me.
Yeah, get her out of that library.
All right. So Game Awards, man. Overwatch.
Yes.
That's it. That's all you need to know about the Game Awards.
Yes. Overwatch won.
Yeah.
So
Game of the Year. It was like best game direction. I think it won one other thing.
So Overwatch won Game of the Year. It also won, Blizzard won Best Studio / Game Direction. And, this is like, I think this is like the first time, maybe the second, but the first time that I recall in which the Game of the Year and the Studio of the Year were the same.
Yeah.
It always confused me as to like why they would. It made no sense to me. Like if someone's the Studio of the Year, or if someone made the Game of the Year, why are they not the Studio of the Year? That doesn't make sense. I don't know.
Yeah, because it's one of those things. If you haven't made the Game of the Year, then you're clearly not doing that great. You can't be the Studio of the Year.
Yeah.
So it makes sense that they would go hand in hand. Yet they didn't.
Yeah.
But there were a lot of things. Like, I mean, best narrative was Uncharted 4, which I did enjoy. But like Firewatch and Oxenfree didn't win, and I thought those were way better story wise. They were way cooler, narratively speaking. It felt like a lot of larger games won, and the indie games were not as like loved, except for like Inside.
I think I watched you play some Oxenfree on your stream one day.
I did play it. I actually really liked it. I played both actually.
Was that the game that like you were going through a house and then like things were going upside down or something?
It was like an alternate universe game.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Like I've played very few games that have been nominated, so I really don't have much opinions on, should this game have won or that game. So I just know I like Overwatch. I play a lot of it.
Overwatch made me so salty. Like, it's made me so salty since competitive has come out. So I have a love-hate relationship with it. I'm going we're just taking a break, and then I'm gonna come back tomorrow, probably play it.
Overwatch is amazing. Team Fortress 3.
It is.
Yes.
But prettier.
What else is worth talking about? I mean, best graphics, not really much to say. Best music / sound design.
Yeah, like it's one of those things. If you're not a fan of the game already, it's kind of like, oh, okay. Congratulations.
Best performance. I think this is the first year they combined the male and female categories together into just one best performance.
Yeah. And I did think it was interesting to see like Big Papa and Little Son having to fight it out because it's like Troy Baker versus Nolan North. And of course Big Papa won.
Of course. I mean, like Nolan North, if he had like a big chain around his neck with all the video game awards that he got for best voice acting,
right?
Like, he would put Mr. T to shame.
He would. It would be like the Flava Flav of voice acting.
Exactly. Yeah, boy. Like they should just give him clocks for
They should.
his
They should give him
for his
a
awards.
big like clock.
Yeah.
It should be a giant ass ghost from Destiny with a clock in the center.
Oh man, that would make Peter Dinklage cry.
It would. It would. But isn't he already a little bit on the inside?
Games for Impact. Haven't played any of those. Don't really have much to say. Do you have anything to say?
Not really. I
Alright.
hadn't played much of those either.
The best indie game. From what I've heard, like I haven't played any of these. I mean, I have Firewatch. I just haven't played it yet. But from what I've heard, I feel like Stardew Valley should have won because that got so many people talking about it and so many people playing it for so long.
Yeah, like honestly, the lasting power of Stardew Valley kind of means it probably should have.
Yeah.
Like it was so popular.
Best mobile / handheld game. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed that Pokemon Go won. Just because it was the most popular does not mean it's the best.
Wait, no, that's exactly what it is. It's a popularity contest. Like,
Yeah.
no one, like Clash Royale, no one played that. Let's be real.
I mean,
I'm a little surprised Monster Hunter. Like, that was so popular when it came out. But
like popularity, popularity has no correlation to quality. It's
true.
Like, look at the music industry. You can be like, well, Justin Bieber is insanely popular. Does that mean he's the best musician?
Of course
Of course it does. Of course. Pokemon Go is hardly a game.
It really, like, it's a game for the first couple weeks. And then there were so many bugs and crashes and problems. Like, it's kind of dead now for the most part. You have a small smattering of people that still play it.
It is disappointing that Pokemon Go won. I mean, like, I haven't played these other games, but come on now. Pokemon Go is hardly a game. It's just the most popular.
Yeah, it's time to Pokemon stop, is what we're saying.
Exactly.
I'm surprised that best action game was Doom and not Overwatch again. I really thought Overwatch was going to take that one too.
Yeah, I mean, it was the game of the year, so...
Yeah, I really thought it was just going to sweep a few categories.
I'm always, like, just baffled by how they have a game win game of the year, but it doesn't win in its own category. Like, I remember one year, Uncharted 2 won game of the year, but for best action game, it went to, what's it called? Assassin's Creed 2.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, so it's good enough to be the best game of the year, but it's not good enough to be the best in its own category.
It seems weird. I think we're blowing the lid off this Game Awards. Like, we're just like, where is the conspiracy here? Because there's something going on.
Exactly.
Something funny with the Game Awards.
Let's look at action adventure, which I last week, for those of you who listened last week, I complained about just how vague these descriptions are. Like, best action game, best action adventure. It's like, come on, come up with better category names. That went to Dishonored 2.
I have not played Dishonored 2 yet. I've watched a bunch of people play it. Dishonored really wasn't my thing, so I feel biased. I would have personally picked Uncharted 4. That's just me.
I haven't played any of these. Also, like, I just wanted to mention, and since you say Uncharted was apparently good enough to get nominated for Game of the Year. Dishonored 2 wasn't.
Yeah.
And yet Dishonored 2 won this category.
What's up with the Game Awards?
Yeah.
Hashtag what's up with the Game Awards.
Come on now. I mean, if anything, the way how this should be set up is that first they go through the nominations of the categories, and then they pit those winners against each other for Game of the Year. That's how it should be.
That makes sense. Like, pick the best from each category.
Yeah.
Because then I mean, presumably then, Uncharted would have won that for sure. But and I've heard Hyper Light Drifter is amazing. Ratchet thing because it's more of a platformer.
Mhm.
But Hitman was just buggy.
I've heard a lot of people say very positive things about Hitman. Like
It supposedly gets better. I played the first episode of the season and it was really buggy for me and I never went back.
I hear that it's like one of the best or the best Hitman game. So
yeah,
but yeah.
Okay.
Best role playing game.
Obviously, Witcher 3.
Which is kind of funny that it's an expansion one.
Yeah.
They do have another expansion on here as a nomination. World of Warcraft Legion.
But it's one of those things. Essentially, if you have Witcher in front of anything, it's just immediately take the award. Like, walk away. You're fine. You're done. Witcher's on there.
Well, all I gotta say is Adam Jensen never asked for this.
But yeah,
I never asked to go up against The Witcher.
Right? He didn't want this. He wasn't ready.
He wanted a fair fight.
All I can say is that I'm extremely happy that Pokken Tournament did not win for fighting game. That's the only thing. Just because it's Pokemon. That game was disappointing.
I've heard bad things about it. It's a watered down Tekken.
Yeah, it is a very watered down Tekken, and I just did not enjoy it at all. I played it at one of the PAXs, I can't remember which one, and it was just not. Man, it was so mundane.
I can't believe Best Fighting Game even became a category.
Yeah, I guess it's because we've got that revolution of fighting games where it seems like there are a lot more coming out.
I mean, Street Fighter V was like the only real mainstream fighting game that came out this year because King of Fighters 14 isn't really a mainstream game. It's very niche, has a very small audience.
Yeah.
Pokken Tournament, did that come out on anything other than arcades? Did that come out on Wii U?
I think it came out on Wii U.
Okay.
That's what I had played it on, I think, in one of the PAXs.
Oh, okay.
It came out on the Wii U.
I thought for some reason I thought it was only on arcades in Japan, but either way. And then Killer Instinct Season 3, which is
again kind of not.
It's not really a new game. It's just basically, hey, here's our new characters we're adding. We're adding Zit from Battletoads or whatever his name is.
Right. Because everyone was waiting with bated breath for that. But yeah, and then of course Best Family Game was Pokemon Go, which makes sense. I mean, the amount of families that went out to do that together and yell at each other about random imaginary creatures, top notch.
Like, Best Family Game is such a vague description.
Yeah.
Best game appropriate for family play, including toys to life, rhythm, music, dance, and other genres. That's like any game that is rated E for everyone.
Right. That's essentially what it is. As long as it's not teen or PG, it's family.
That's such a bad, vague description for a category. Get out of here.
Just like, we're done with that category entirely.
Yep. Best strategy game, Civ 6. What else to say?
Yeah, like Sid Meier was gonna get that regardless. XCOM 2 was like probably a strong contender. Like that was the closest that I could get to actually winning. Of course, best sports. I don't sports, so
a racing game won best sports game
because it was the only like non basketball or football.
There's so few racing games that came out this year that they had to combine racing and sports together, and then the racing game won the sports award.
Yeah, they're just like, fine, just take it since you're the only one that showed up. Best multiplayer game, of course, Overwatch.
Yep.
Which means that's probably why they didn't give it the action game category. But
I just love how best multiplayer game is like a bunch of shooters, and then you have Overcooked.
Right? I had heard about that from like one friend. That was the first time I'd heard about it. I don't think anyone else has played it. And Gears of War 4, I'm a Gears of War fan and I haven't even played it yet.
I installed it the other day. I have it on my computer. It took me hours because it was like 80 gigabytes.
Oh yeah, it was a huge file size. I spent hours downloading and then I never played it.
Same.
GG.
Well, I installed it like last weekend. Either way.
It's been like a month. I'm a terrible fan. Like I should be kicked out.
I don't think I would care about any of these. Other than the rest of them, the only one I care about is my boy, close friend of the show, Boogie2988, winning trending gamer, whatever the heck that means.
Yeah, it was a very broad category of like vastly different YouTubers.
Yeah.
Like really?
Trending gamer.
Odd.
Okay. Congratulations, Boogie. Like, so one of these, Danny O'Dwyer, he shouldn't even count because he's a GameSpot employee.
Yeah. Like it's just a very thing. Like Lyric, I understand. Jacksepticeye is pretty big.
Who the heck is Lyric? They didn't even put a picture of this guy up.
He's on Twitch. That's kind of where I know him from. But it's like a weird hodgepodge of people, and I'm like, why? Where's like, I mean, Markiplier's been almost nearly as successful right now as Jacksepticeye, so why him and not like I don't know, it's strange. Like how are these picked?
Yeah, how are these picked? I'm surprised. I'm surprised that Angry Joe made it onto the list, especially with like how Angry Joe tried attacking Jeff Keighley a few years back when he was allowed time to interview him.
Right.
He was trying to make a mockery of the Game Awards, and Jeff Keighley just mud stomped him, and I'm surprised that like Jeff Keighley allowed him onto the list of trending gamers.
Right? It just seems strange. I also think this like most anticipated game seemed weird to me. Where like I know Legend of Zelda is super anticipated. Like I get that that's why it won, but come on, Mass Effect, Andromeda, like come on. Or Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah, Red Dead, like people like
those were ones that just
people
blew
quit
up.
their jobs when they found out about Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah. Like the amount of hype that I saw for both RDR2 and also Mass Effect Andromeda outweigh Legend of Zelda by like miles.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
I mean, the whole category on its own is pretty dumb. It's which game has the most hype and the most marketing.
Yeah, and apparently Nintendo won that, which is strange.
Yep.
So I guess they're Nintendo switching it up.
Did you watch the Video Game Awards or the Game Awards?
I watched as much as I could, and then I watched it, like the VOD of it later.
What'd you think of it?
It was all right. Like it was not as entertaining as I would hope, but it was fun. Like it wasn't the best.
I didn't have time to watch it, so I just watched the trailers.
Yeah.
And then watched the recap. I talked to somebody at work who went to the Game Awards, and he really enjoyed it.
I think it's one of those things where it looked like, from what I heard on Twitter, people really enjoyed being there. I think it's one of those things you have to experience. Just watching it is not as fun as being there.
Mm-hmm.
It seemed like a great event for people who actually could attend.
Yeah.
Not really captivating. It was just kind of like, okay, where's the next trailer? Let's move it on.
The dude that was at work, Mr. Bossman, he was on his phone in front of my desk and walking around like in front of the break room and my desk back and forth. He was like, "Yeah, I'm going to the Video Game Awards tonight." I'm pretty sure he was probably talking to nobody. And
I would.
He was just pretending he was on his phone, bragging.
I would just have my phone up and a megaphone, and just be like, "Why are you using a megaphone for your cell phone? Just I think bad reception. I'm just going to the game." Like I would, if you got it, flaunt it.
Yep. All right. So let's talk about some of the reveals, the trailers. Let me get this page up so that I can. I'm going to screen share. I'm going to screen share this. Boom. Do that. Boom. Present to everybody all the trailers. So there was Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. Do you have anything to say about that? And they kind of like showed glimpses of Zelda.
I mean, it looks like Zelda, just prettier, and it sounds like a Decemberist album. Like, it sounds like he needs to be wearing a fedora. It's a super hipster title. That's about it. Like, it looks nice.
And for some reason, they're like wearing blue instead of green. But
Yeah,
and
and
go ahead.
you've got like Linkle or Linkette, the lady who looks exactly like him.
No, I'm pretty sure that's Zelda.
Is it gonna be?
I think people are thinking way too deep into this because I mean it's a Zelda game. You gotta have Zelda in it.
True.
I mean, like she has long blonde hair. It's a female. Has to be Zelda.
That makes sense.
I'm the world's greatest detective. Just call me Batman.
You're just the Columbo of video games.
Exactly. All right, Bulletstorm, which was an awesome, fun game, which I totally expected to be part of the Gears of War universe at one point.
Yeah.
Because it was made by People Can Fly, which at the time was owned by Epic Games.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, this is going to eventually be part of the Gears of War universe. It makes sense, right? Right?
Yeah, no, it had that hyper-realistic quality. It would have made sense, but...
Instead, they want to combine it with the Duke Nukem universe.
Which... Because that's doing so well. And Bulletstorm is already doing well. You got Duke Nukem that's doing well. Let's just put them together.
You know, I'm pretty sure I said this on the podcast before, but I totally expected Duke Nukem to make a crossover onto some other 2K games, and I was totally expecting him to be a character in what was that? Oh man, why am I having a brain fart? Borderlands.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, because I think he fits in that type of world.
Yeah, I could see it with that kind of comedic quality that he has.
Yeah, he's crude, and Borderlands is crude. He fits. So I totally expected him to show up in Borderlands one day, but no, I think they're like, let's not taint Borderlands and let's put him into Bulletstorm instead.
He could be the human version of Claptrap.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Bulletstorm was a fun game.
It was a fun game. We'll see, like, what the remaster's like.
Maybe if this sells well enough, they might be able to make a Bulletstorm 2.
Yeah, maybe. It'll finally motivate them.
Rocket League new arena.
That looks, to me, like all the other arenas.
Yep. Oh no, this is Starbase Arc. Come on.
Yeah, it's like it's in space, but it looks essentially the same.
Death Stranding.
I'm excited.
It's super weird.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, and I feel bad for Mads Mikkelsen because I also have that happen with my eyeliner. Like, get a mirror, man. It's gonna be okay.
And like they have Guillermo del Toro in there, which I am not sure if he's gonna be actually in the game or they just have him in the trailer just for the sake of having him in there.
I feel like he will be because I mean he's basically using that water to like fuel the tiny baby, which I don't. Is I guess what like Norman Reedus has gone after. I have no idea what this game is about, but honestly, I don't care. Like Norman Reedus is in it. It could have been titled "What the Fuck" the game, and I would have been like,
language
here. Sorry. Oh, sorry.
But yeah. Look at me being Captain America over here.
No, it's my bad.
But yeah. I would not be surprised if Guillermo del Toro does not show up in the game at all. Just because of Kojima.
That's what most people are thinking. They're thinking it's just
he's there for the trailer and that's it.
Yeah. That essentially was just to show up Konami. But it just seems weird to do. Like, it's not that going to hurt them in any way. Like, it seems like he's going to be in there at some point.
I love the fact that Kojima's doing something different with this.
Yeah. I like the fact that he's branching out away from Metal Gear.
Well, not just that, but like just everything about this is different from everything else, from every other game.
Yes.
Because so many other games follow like the same type of themes, like, oh, we have zombies in our game, or oh, this is medieval, like just cookie cutter themes, and this game is completely brand new. It has like no real theme to it. It's like it seems very original, just weird craziness.
Oh yeah. I think
I
it's gonna
mean,
be. I don't even know if it's gonna have like a discernible story necessarily. It's probably gonna be weird. It's gonna be one
yeah,
of those things where you have to theorize about what's going on.
like think about before the first zombie story ever was made. Like
Yeah.
think of how weird it must have been to encounter a zombie story or a zombie movie. Be like, whoa, that is crazy. It's these dead bodies are rising up. It makes no sense. And nowadays it's so overplayed that people don't even think it's weird. It's just, oh, it's zombies.
Yeah.
This
So it'll
is
be interesting.
yeah, this is kind of like the same deal where we're seeing something brand new and it just comes off as bizarre.
Plus the graphics in it just look stunning. It almost looks like they're gonna push the consoles into the new wave. Like this is gonna be the new standard of what video games are gonna need to look like.
Yeah, speaking of which, they confirmed that they're working with Guerrilla Games, uh, the makers of Horizon Zero Dawn, and uh, previously working on the Killzone games.
Oh wow,
They're,
okay.
they're helping with working on this game. That's why it looks so good. I mean, if Guerrilla Games is good at one thing, it's they're good at making good looking games.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, like Killzone. Say what you will about the gameplay, those games looked stunning.
Yeah. I definitely think this one's gonna be worth it for the experience.
Yeah. They had a Warframe trailer. It's still getting updated.
Yeah, like it's still getting updated. It just was there nothing to it. It was like 50 seconds long of just okay.
Yep.
They all kind of look like DJs, like Dead Mouse. Like, why did it like lie to me?
Telltale and has they revealed what their Marvel game is going to be, and it's Guardians of the Galaxy, which should be coming out next year around the time that the movie comes out.
Yeah, which I'm excited about it. I love Telltale and I love Guardians of the Galaxy. So
I, I, I still haven't gotten back around to jumping on that Telltale train because I fell off after I finished Walking Dead season 2 and
I don't
haven't
blame you
haven't
for
gotten
that.
back on.
Like
It's
season
just
two was
not,
disappointing.
I didn't think it was disappointing. It's just I got burned out of that style. Like I
Ah,
tried playing Game of Thrones and Tales of the Borderlands, and it's like this is just more of the same.
it makes sense. I mean, that's their one shortcoming, I think, is the fact they don't actually branch out much. Oh, this is our formula, and they never really stray from that. It's just that formula over every game.
Yeah. Dauntless got revealed, and that's being developed by a new studio. Do you know what their name is? I know it's like former BioWare and former
Phoenix Labs, right?
Phoenix Labs. Okay, yeah. Former BioWare and former Blizzard employees. So
I
it's
mean, it looked all right, but not spectacular.
yeah, it basically looks like another action RPG, like Diablo or Torchlight or
Yeah.
um, those type of games, except it's a futuristic medieval. That's the only thing different about it.
Yeah.
In fact, the graphic style looks to me, it looks very similar to Torchlight, with the graphics being kind of
Oh no,
cartoony.
I definitely agree. It looks very similar to that. It's similar to a couple games, actually, but
Yeah. We got a Lawbreakers trailer.
I think it was the alpha or the beta just ruined that game for me. Like it
Hmm.
was such an awful experience. I
Yep.
haven't been able to get because now that's like okay, well the trailers look good, but your test was so bad. This trailer looks interesting, but I don't trust you anymore.
Yeah, like in the trailer show everybody flying around, and that was not my experience when I played the alpha.
Yeah. I mean, you got this guy from Slipknot who's just looking like he's, busting out flying. And that
Yeah.
wasn't anything. Like, everyone played as one character because all the other characters were broken. There were
Yeah.
so many problems.
And also like the way you regenerate health is stupid.
Oh yeah, it
You had to
was.
go inside those recharge chambers, which were really far from the action.
Yeah, so you're just basically waiting. You're at like a bus station, a healing bus station, and you're just sitting there.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
yeah, and the battery recharging something of its blood. You know,
Yeah.
rest.
Halo Wars 2.
It looks better than the first Halo Wars.
I I um I got really bored watching this trailer.
It went on a little too long. I will
Yeah,
agree. It was kind of interesting. I liked the dark tone, and then after a while, it's like, am I in a PBS drama? Like,
yeah. And
speed it up.
what was that dude's name again? That they kept on repeating his name over and over.
Oh, I don't even remember it.
It
I
was
just
just
blocked
really
it from my mind.
stupid.
Yeah, you're right though.
And they kept on repeating it as if it was like supposed to strike fear into my heart, but it just sounded really goofy.
Yeah.
Tazakis or something like that.
Yeah, it kind of sounded like a sauce, like something you would put on top of like a sandwich. Like, can I get some more Sakis on this?
Yeah. I'm gonna have a salami sandwich with some Tazakis on the side.
Halo Sandwich Wars. He looks like Winston after like some stuff went down. Like like aged Winston.
angry. Shovel Knight Spectre of Doom. This looked really cool, and it gave me like a Castlevania vibe, especially with the music.
Yeah, it looked fun. I've never played the first Shovel Knight, so
Me
I'm
neither.
hesitant. I want to play that first before I get it, but it looked fun.
I know a lot of people really like the first Shovel Knight. It's just I never checked it out because I felt like it was always just a bit too much out of the price range of what I'm willing to pay for this type of game.
Makes sense.
I mean, I know some people are like, oh, it's only $15. It's a great game. To me, it's like, well, this is like an NES game, and $15 is out of my personal price range for that, for an NES game.
Yeah, I mean, if
Yeah.
that's not your style of game, you don't really want to pay that much.
Yeah, but I mean, Shovel Knight, it was basically like a medieval Mega Man.
Yeah.
And this looks more like, instead of being like Mega Man, it's more Castlevania.
Which is nice. It's interesting that they kind of upgraded the formula.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, change it up a bit, and it's supposed to be like a prequel to Shovel Knight.
Oh, okay, cool.
I didn't watch the Zelda demo. Did you watch
did not
it?
either.
Okay.
I did not either because I'm not a huge Zelda fan.
Prey looked pretty cool, but
oh yeah, I really liked Prey actually.
Still disappointed that they're calling the game Prey, even though it has nothing to do with the previous Prey game.
I really, because you got that creature that's kind of like, looks like it's stalking you. It looks like kind of a monster game. I kind of want to call it Eat, Pray, Live. Like,
I know a lot of people comparing this game to System Shock.
Yeah, it has kind of like System Shock, and it kind of has like a Dead Space vibe.
Yeah,
I'm digging it.
Horror game in outer space.
Yeah,
Boom.
That's my cup of tea.
Walking Dead: A New Frontier.
I was really disappointed with that one. One, they have a lot of build up to, oh, Grandpa's a zombie, when it's like, we know he's a zombie. Like, why is there so much build up to, he's alive again? What? Like, yeah, it's Walking Dead.
As soon as the little girl said Grandpa's not sleeping, it was so obvious that he's a zombie, and people were gonna get stupid and get killed.
Yeah, and then they have this huge fight sequence, and I'm like, what is happening? Like, what is and then, it's Clementine at the end, but there's too much build up for not enough payoff, in my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, we already knew Clementine was in the game from the previous trailer.
She's in the picture you released.
Yeah. Mass Effect Andromeda. I watched it. It looked pretty cool.
It looks cool. I'm excited. I just started playing the first one for the first time, and I'm loving it. So I'm hoping to get all of them done by the time it comes out.
Just finish Mass Effect 2, and then consider Mass Effect 3 never happened.
I know, I've heard that, but I'm not a quitter.
Kevin will argue the opposite.
I bet.
He'll say 2 was the worst and finish 3.
I'm gonna just try to finish them all so everyone's happy.
There we go. But it looks pretty cool, and it definitely looks like, at least from the demo that they showed, it looks like the world is much bigger and less linear.
Yes. It looks like there's going to be a lot more stuff to do, and it looks like they improved the Nomad a lot, which is cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Okay.
excited.
Halo Wars Definitive Edition.
It's Halo Wars.
So basically, if you get like the deluxe version of Halo Wars 2, then you get Halo Wars 1.
Yeah.
That's basically it.
And it's just, I don't know if it's worth it.
It's going to be on Xbox One and PC. Xbox One and Windows 10.
Yes.
Yeah, so basically it's them saying, hey, all you people who didn't play Halo Wars, which is everybody, you can finally play it again.
Yeah, it's just kind of like, here's a peace offering to Halo fans.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's going to get much excitement elsewhere.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I agree. So that was it from the Game Awards. But you know what else gets lots of excitement, unlike Halo Wars?
Overwatch?
Other than Overwatch?
Is it DreamHost?
Whoa, how did you know? It's like you're reading my mind.
My dad was a magician. It runs in the family. I'm sorry.
Oh, man.
I'll stop reading your mind.
You should show him my trick. It's just I got my hand. You can see my thumb. It's totally on my hand, right? No strings attached. Now watch this.
Next mind freak right here.
Oh!
I'm gonna have to call you Staffa Angel now.
Oh man, that hurt so much, but I'm fine now.
You're gonna have to wear a black trench coat and become an edgelord. I'm sorry.
And then I gotta have abs.
It's gotta happen.
Well, yeah, that was a little bonus for the watchers, the YouTube watchers.
He'll do another trick if you apply to DreamHost.
Yep. Because DreamHost is a web service that offers unlimited storage, unlimited bandwidth, user-friendly experience that is also unlimited, and they're also optimized to use content managers such as unlimited WordPress and many more features that are limited. All those just for $7.95 a month, and it gets better if you use the promo code OUTOFCONTINUES. One word, no spaces, just for this special one-time offer to celebrate the Game Awards. You can get a free domain registration for the first year, and it'll waive away the setup fee. Whoa! That's nuts, isn't it?
It is. It's amazing. It blew my mind.
Yep. Mind freaked you, didn't it?
It did. I'm not even a stooge, I swear.
So, yeah. Other than that, got one quick announcement, and that is iTunes. We can use iTunes reviews. Please leave an iTunes review if you use iTunes. It's one of the single most helpful things you could do for the podcast. Doesn't matter of the quality of the review. It doesn't need to be a long review. Basically, any review helps the podcast because Apple goes by a week-by-week basis. So please leave a review to help spread the word of the show. If you can't leave an iTunes review for whatever reason, but you still want to help out the show, you can do so by sharing the podcast on social media such as Facebook, Twitter, Reddit, whatever you use. So tell a friend. If you don't like us, then tell someone you don't like.
Exactly. Tell everyone.
Yep.
Tell everyone Staffa does magic tricks.
Yeah. For free. You don't need to go to Vegas or anything. So let's get moving and talk about some news topics. There we go. Bam. All right. So Steam games continue to release at an astounding rate. So this article from GameSpot talks about the increase of Steam games coming out, and mentions that 38% of all games currently on Steam came out this year.
It's getting ridiculous. Like, they
Yeah.
need to start vetting what they're putting up because it's becoming a steaming pile of you know what.
Yeah. Like if you look at this pie chart, you can see over a third of it came out this year, and then like a good quarter of it came out last year, and then 16% came out the year before that. Like each year there's so many more games coming out, and now this year 38% of all of Steam came out this year, and most of them are stupid games.
Yeah.
Like
Or like
stupid
early
games.
access.
Games about genitals. I saw it. It was on the front page of Steam.
Yeah. I mean, you've got those kind of games and just
Games about showering with your dad.
There's poop in my soup. That's
Yeah.
a game.
Like you don't need to have a good idea anymore to have a game on Steam. Like as long as you have something that gets reactions from people while Twitch streamers are playing it, that's all you need now, and it's stupid.
Yeah. Like, I mean, it's great for like smaller game developers who are just like, oh, I'm a small team, I just want to put out a game so I have something for the portfolio, but at the same time it should probably be a little harder to put stuff out.
You know, one of my friends gifted me a game during the last Steam sale, the one that just happened like a couple weeks ago or a week ago.
Yeah.
And he bought me not GTA 5.
Oh yeah, I've seen that game.
I was like, I hate you. Why did you do this? You're not funny. I mean, it's games like that appear only so people can do that, like gift it to their friends as a joke. Or Bad Rats. Bad Rats sold so well that they made a sequel, Bad Rats 2, only because people saw how cheap it was during Steam sales and were like, oh, I'm gonna gift this to a friend just to get their reaction. You know, what kind of a jerk would buy such a bad game like Big Rigs Over the Road Racing and then like wrap it in gift wrap and give it to their friend on Christmas?
Like Bad Rats
Not
has become
Staffa.
Yeah, Bad Rats has become such a big thing. Like, it's such a joke game. I think one of the Twitch streamers, like, if you turn in all of your currency in their channel, like a huge, huge amount of it, you get like a copy of it for free. Like, that's the big troll game that you win. Like,
That's
the
dumb.
copy of. It's just, it's so strange.
Yep. All right.
We need to filter games.
Yes. I mean, like Steam Greenlight exists, yet all those games are getting onto Steam, regardless of that existing.
Exactly.
Let's move on and talk some more Steam. And apparently, the winter sale starts on December 22nd. Mark your calendars. Get your wallets ready, or just throw away your wallet. It's just so you don't spend all your money.
Yeah.
No, it's not going to happen.
I don't know. Gaben hasn't been hurting me too much the past couple Steam sales. I think that like all the games that I really, really want, I've already got. So I don't need like the once you've seen the sale, it just doesn't seem to really. Without the like daily deals that they used to have, those kind of cool ones where it's indie.
Flash sales.
Yeah. They haven't been as great.
Yeah. Overall, I feel like the quality of the sales, the discounts have been less over the past few years, and it's to the point where PlayStation Store and Xbox, or what's the Xbox Store called?
Oh, the Microsoft Store, I think.
I don't think that's what it's called. The one that's on Xbox, I don't know, whatever it's called.
Well, like the Xbox Store, and then I've been buying them through Microsoft Store to just share them.
It used to be called Xbox Live Arcade, but now it's something else.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, their sales are starting to rival Steam.
Which, I mean, makes sense. Like, I think during the last Steam sale, like the summer one, I ended up buying more games for my console than I did anything on Steam because there just wasn't anything I was interested in.
Mm-hmm. All right, moving on. Okay, so let's talk about uh Ninja Theory. Yeah, that's them, right? There. Yes,
Yep.
Ninja Theory. I hate how some of these titles for the articles are DMC Devil May Cry dev. Just put put their name instead. Ninja Theory. I have to like look into the second paragraph of the article, or sorry, the first word of the article. Ninja Theory, who are making Hellblade, are pushing the game to 2017. Well, duh, of course they're gonna push it to 2017 because it's 2016 is basically over.
Yeah. At this point, they might as well to
Yeah,
polish it. It's looking good though.
yeah, it does look. It looks awesome. And in the article, they also mentioned that um, the studio took the opportunity to further develop performance capture technology and partnered with Epic Games to do so. The result says will benefit the whole game industry. Like there's been tons of videos of them releasing like the making of this game, and they're showing like live uh, rendering of the motion capturing, like
Yeah.
as the actress is doing the motion capturing, it shows the result in game, and it's pretty impressive as to what they're doing.
Yeah. The Dev Diaries are definitely something to check out. And
Mhm.
it's just an interesting game concept to begin with, since it's going to delve deep into mental illness.
Yeah,
So hopefully it's done well and tastefully. Like,
I
it'll
I
be interesting.
I personally think Ninja Theory has been really good with story and like their performance capturing.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
all the games so far I've played, even Heavenly Sword, despite that game being janky, like the story was really cool. The performance capture was great. Like the actors that they got were amazing. Like they had Andy Serkis play as the bad guy.
Yeah.
So
It's
yeah,
definitely, I feel good about it. I'm
mhm.
excited.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. 2017, make years great again. 2017.
Yes,
All right.
for sure.
Uh, so we'll go from good news to bad news. Unfortunately, uh, this fan of Doom, what's this guy's name? Can't see. All right, Cornell K. I am not gonna say his
Okay.
last name. Anyways, this guy who's a big fan of Doom, he made a fan made game called Doom the Roguelike. Probably something that Kevin has played. And
Probably.
yep. And it's basically I mean you can see from the screenshot, it's a roguelike, 2D graphics, or very simple looking graphics, just looking like any other roguelike, except it's themed after Doom. So the main character looks like the Doom guy, and you're going against demons that look like the demons from Doom.
Yeah.
So it's a roguelike that's themed after Doom. It's obviously not using any of their game assets or anything. It's just themed after Doom. And ZeniMax sent him a cease and desist and threatened to sue him if he does not remove the website.
Yeah, which makes no sense because he's had it up for over a decade, right?
Yeah.
And it's one of those things where if it hasn't been hurting your Doom sales or anything for 10 years, why bother?
Yeah, I mean, like this you gotta also keep in mind that ZeniMax also took Mojang to court because of scrolls,
True.
because they're, oh, that's too similar to the Elder Scrolls.
They get kind of, Ace Attorney on everyone, just like objection.
Yeah,
You just calm down.
there you go. So my only guess is, since this has been around for what it says like 12 years,
Yeah.
um, they just didn't know about it until now. That's
Yeah.
that's the only explanation as to why they want to get rid of it. And I never even heard of this until now. So it's like,
Same.
yeah, like why are they going after this? In fact, like Brutal Doom exists, and that's like a free mod you can get it online. I think you need the original game though to play Brutal Doom.
That
I'm
might
not
be
sure.
why, since it's just like a mod, they're not
Yeah,
as concerned about it as they are like a whole game.
yeah,
But it seems
hmm
it's a roguelike.
yeah. All right, let's move on. Let's talk about the Game Awards. Sorry, not the Game Awards. The PlayStation Experience.
Otherwise known as The Last of Us 2.
Yes. Yeah. Let's shoot down the list of news that they announced. They
So of
announced.
course, Knack
Yeah.
2 and Power Rapper, most exciting ones.
Yep. Well, let's start with Last of Us 2. What are your thoughts?
I'm not a huge Last of Us fan, but I will play it. I'm excited. I don't know how I feel about playing as Ellie though, because Joel is my main boo. But
Yeah,
she seems like an emo teen. She's playing some Wonderwall in her bedroom.
yeah. It's like, okay, she killed some guy, and the first thing she wants to do is play music. Okay, all right. I
I mean,
don't know.
that's
I
how
don't know what
Johnny
I.
Cash works.
Yeah,
She's
like
the Johnny Cash of the apocalypse.
I won't. I don't know. I don't know what I would do after killing a dude. Like I don't. But I don't think playing the guitar would be the first thing I'd do because I don't know how to play the guitar. Well, I hope since she learned how to play the guitar, she also learned how to swim.
That would be nice. Like being able to more effectively follow directions.
Yeah. Because that would kind of suck if you're playing as her and then you jump into the water and instantly drown like you're a Contra soldier.
Exactly. I guess I called it The Last of Us Part 2 because, oh man, there was more of us than I thought. Was just too long of a title.
You know,
It
like
looks like there are more people.
I always felt that if they made a sequel to The Last of Us, and I was hoping that they would that they would um explore some other story, like for example, um the story about what's that dude's name, the the guy that lived in the sewers and like made a
Oh, okay, yeah.
yeah
I
he was
remember what you're
like
talking about.
he was out in the ocean and then like his boat crashed and then he went into the
Yeah.
sewers and they made a school in there and everything. um
I don't remember his name, but yeah, you find all those notes that dictate this guy's story, which is one of the best things about The Last of Us. Like the notes and the environment were so rich.
yeah, like just exploring someone else's story would be what I would have preferred, but the director of this game is basically saying just trust us.
Yeah, he said that basically this one is going to be a game about hate. Like that's what it's going to be. That she's just filled with rage.
Hate.
So I'm like, it is a game about being a teenager. Like, okay, you're not my real dad. You just like press X to stay in your room and listen to My Chemical Romance.
You're not my dad.
You're not my real dad, Joel.
Marvel's Capcom Infinite.
That looks good. But I like Marvel vs. Capcom, so I'm biased.
They showed a trailer with Mega Man X and Ryu fighting Captain Marvel and Iron Man.
Yeah.
And they also show some gameplay with those same two characters as well. From the rumors that there or speculation that a lot of people that's going around right now with a lot of people is that they're going to focus more on the Marvel Cinematic Universe characters rather than X-Men and Fantastic Four or any of the characters that aren't owned by them in the movie franchise.
Yeah.
Has nothing to do with them not owning the characters for the video game. They do own the characters. It just sounds like they want to promote the characters that are in the movies because they want to also promote their movies.
Yeah, I think it's kind of mutually beneficial, but also will get more people to buy the game.
Yeah.
If they like the movies already.
So, yeah, like basically what Marvel has been doing or Disney has been doing in the past few years is they've been trying to distance themselves from the X-Men, just to try, because the more they promote those characters, the more they're also promoting the movies, which they make like basically no money off of.
Yeah.
So they wanna like promote their own movies instead, because movies make a ton of money.
Yeah. Marvel is a powerhouse, so distancing the things that Sony is associated with and just keeping it in-house is a good idea.
Also, I find it funny that they have Captain Marvel and Iron Man in the trailer when Civil War II is going on right now in the comics.
True.
Yeah. Civil War II is them two against each other.
Yeah.
You know,
Like,
Civil War I was Iron Man and Captain America. Civil War II is Iron Man and Captain Marvel. So I guess the only thing to bring them together is their hatred of Capcom.
exactly. It's that kind of, red team mentality.
Yeah.
That's the only thing.
What else we got here? Uncharted standalone DLC.
Yeah, where it's gonna be Chloe and the blonde one that I'm spacing on the name of. But I'm excited for that one actually.
I still have to play Uncharted 4. I only have a PS4, so yeah.
It looks like it's gonna be like dual Lara Croft, so I'm interested.
Yeah. I believe it's a prequel to Uncharted 4, I think.
Yes, I believe so.
All right. Knack 2.
Of course. Exciting
Because
stuff.
everybody wanted this.
Yeah, they had a real knack for it.
Yeah. Boom. What's better than one knack? Two knacks.
Let It Die was actually really fun. I played that at PAX East. It's a free game on PS4, and you start off and you're basically in your underwear and you have to collect armor and stuff. It has kind of a Dark Souls vibe. It was super fun, and the developers were crazy nice. So
cool. What else? We have Parappa, Wipeout, Crash Bandicoot getting PS4 upgrades. So I don't know about Parappa and Wipeout, but Crash at least is completely remade.
yeah.
Like, just completely brand new models, animations, textures, everything. Everything's brand new. Like the only thing that they kept the same are the level designs.
Yeah, it kind of seems like an unnecessary games to remake news. We have all of these things. Although I've never played Parappa, so I'm planning on doing that.
And apparently, like they got the same voice actor to play to re-record his audio for Dr. Neo Cortex, and they got the dude who did Wacko's voice from Animaniacs to do Crash Bandicoot's voice, which I'm pretty sure some people are gonna get so angry that they gave Crash Bandicoot a voice. Oh
Yeah,
my
probably.
god! Come on now.
Some childhood dreams are gonna be smashed.
You know, there are people who are angry that Crash Bandicoot was given a voice in the Skylanders cartoon.
Oh yeah, I had forgotten about that.
Like I looked up a clip on YouTube of the Crash Bandicoot's cameo, which they had a pretty funny joke on there about his theme song. But in the related videos, there were people making videos about how they're disappointed that they gave Crash Bandicoot a voice, and it's like, come on, you're a grown man complaining about Crash Bandicoot having a voice. Get out of my face. Out of my face. Come on.
But it's okay if they make a reaction video to you being upset with them. Like, that's just extra publicity.
Yeah. But yeah.
Like, I mean, it looks nice if those are the kind of like remastered things that they're doing with it. So
it looks really good.
Like, it definitely looks like they're revamping everything, which is good.
And I'm also assuming that Activision is using this as like a test run to see if this sells well enough to work on a new Crash Bandicoot game.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of remasters are just testing the water to see if people want a new one.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if Crash Bandicoot 1 is gonna hold up, but I think 2 and 3 will probably hold up better.
Yeah, probably.
Those games had a lot more going for it and better levels.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But it'll be fun. It'll be fun to play them again.
Let's get back to this. Okay, what else we got on here? Lara Croft Go coming to PS4 and Vita. So you don't need to play that on your phone anymore.
Yeah, because we all were.
Of course. Ni no Kuni 2. I heard people really like the first one.
Yeah.
Destiny has their Sparrow Racing League event for this holiday season.
Yeah, and the Dawning, which is going to have some new armor additions. It looks pretty cool. It's like this lighted armor, so it glows.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty neat.
Street Fighter V has a new set of DLC characters, and the first one revealed is Akuma, who looks super weird because his hair is like a lion.
Yeah, he's got kind of a lion's.
Yeah, lion mane going on.
Yeah, it's odd.
It is.
And then the new Resident Evil 7 demo I've heard is really good. I guess it answers some of the questions that were brought up in the first demo. I haven't gotten to play it yet, though.
The answer is yes. Raccoon City.
The answer is they're zombies.
Yes. And yeah, that seems to be it. I mean, let's see. They showed off Nier. The new Nier game, which I haven't played any of Nier or Drakengard at all, but I'm looking forward to Nier mainly because it's developed by Platinum Games.
Yeah.
That itself is reason enough to be excited for it.
I mean, it looks interesting, even though I haven't played them before.
Yeah. There goes Akuma with his lion's mane, just looking goofy. Pyre looks cool.
Yeah, it was one of those things. The lines at PAX were backed, up for Pyre, and I heard nothing but good things from every single person that played them. So I'm kind of excited to finally get to play that.
Made by Supergiant Games.
Yeah, true.
Strafe looks cool. What the heck is Gran Turismo Sport? Probably the new Gran Turismo.
Yeah.
Yakuza 1 remake, because it's all about the remakes now.
Yeah, just remaster for remaster.
Yep. I didn't see what Absolver is.
I did not either. But the thumbnail certainly looks odd.
And they're bringing back Windjammers.
I've been waiting my whole life.
Yep. I've been waiting for a good 5 minutes for this to come back. So I don't see how I was so anxious within those 5 minutes. I don't see how you
I remember before the podcast started, you were just talking about Windjammers. You just won't stop. Just Windjammers all day, every day.
Exactly. And what else we got on here? I think that's it. Let's move on. Let's move on.
I am interested to play What Remains of Edith Finch. That looks interesting.
Oh,
We'll see what it actually is.
I need to see what that even is.
It's like a weird. It's kind of this like almost hallucinatory game, but essentially it's a series of stories of this one woman told. It's like it's an anti-narrative game. It's interesting. It looks pretty trippy.
All right, let's talk about one more announcement. It came from Comic-Con Brazil.
The most exciting one.
Yes. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Like, there's really nothing to say except 2 words, and that's Baby Groot. And then, like...
Hey. She told your deepest, darkest secrets. You must be so embarrassed.
Do me. Drax the Destroyer looks so good in this one. Like, he was amazing in the first one, and it looks like they were really just enhanced his character even more.
You know, like, I've read people on Reddit who were so happy about Drax being a character in the first movie because they related so much to him because they're, like, autistic.
Yeah, I had heard that as well.
Yeah, like, what was the line? Something about nothing goes over my
In my
head
head,
because
I would catch it.
yeah, yeah, something like that. And autistic people love that line because they're like, I relate to that. That's me. You
It's one of
know?
those things. All the characters Guardians of the Galaxy is such a good film franchise is the fact that they're so likable.
Yeah.
Even the ones that are supposed to be not as likable as others are just so relatable and so likable. I haven't met a single person who hasn't liked Guardians of the Galaxy. It's like one of those movies that's just everyone likes it.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's such a good movie. They took a franchise, a team of comic characters that no one knows about, even people who are like super into comics are like, who the heck is the Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yeah.
And made an awesome movie out of it.
And it looks like Volume 2 is going to be as good, if not better.
I just mainly hope that they don't focus too much on Star Lord and Gamora. Just
And their
him,
romance, yeah.
yeah.
It's pelvic sorcery.
Yeah, because that's a theme is present in both trailers. This trailer and the previous trailer.
Yeah. I definitely think it's going to be a major plot point, it seems like, but I agree. I hope they don't focus too much and make it into kind of like a romantic comedy because that wouldn't
Yeah,
work.
yeah. Like in the first movie, they went a lot into Gamora's story with Nebula and Thanos, and that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And if they continue going that route, that would also be pretty cool. I would prefer that than to like drop that aspect of her character and just make her the love interest of Star Lord.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know. I'm excited about this. I have good feelings.
And let's be real. Baby Groot is not going to grow up in this movie at all. He's
Oh
gonna
no.
stay. He's gonna stay a baby because Disney has to make that money and sell figurines of Baby Groot.
Like Baby Groot has already
Yep.
stolen my heart and my
They,
wallet. Like
they gotta sell those Baby Groot Funko Pops. They gotta sell those little Baby Groots that are in the pot plants dancing.
yeah, Baby Groot with like tiny leather jacket, Baby Groot
Yep.
without tiny leather jacket.
Yep. They gotta sell all the Baby Groots. That's why they're gonna keep him Baby Groot for like the next 5 movies.
Baby Groot of the Galaxy, man. He's gonna be the best.
Does anyone got some tape?
Oh, but it's gonna be fun. I'm
Yes.
super pumped for it.
Yes. It's so far away though. Next summer.
Oh, I know. There's just so many things that I love that are so far away.
Why did they have to show us these trailers now?
Just to make us suffer. Marvel wants us
Exactly.
to be happy, but not too happy. Like,
Exactly. Just if you're gonna be showing us this trailer, have the movie come out next week.
right? Just wait until the day before and then be like, oh, hey, I forgot to put this up. Like assignments.
You can't have crazy Batista laughing his face off.
That is a wallpaper where you just stopped right now. Is the best. You should have that as everything. Like when people call you, you're nailing it with Batista wallpapers.
There we go.
A Drax for every occasion. You should just do that. Just make like a little poster that's like happy, sad.
This is what we need in life.
We really do.
Yep. So yeah, that's it for news. Let's start wrapping things up. Let's
Okay.
let's get into the listener feedback. I have looks like Mr. Rocket 420. How you doing, Mr. Rocket 420? He writes in saying, "Don't press this button. Does anyone have any tape? You must be so embarrassed." That is a pretty scatterbrained email, Mr. Rocket 420. You got to lay off that pot. Because I know what that 420 means, dude. Just because I'm not a kid anymore doesn't mean I don't know what that 420 means. It's your lingo that you use to mean pots. And I don't mean.
Oh, is it? Oh, I thought it
Yes.
was just my alarm for the morning.
Oh man, you wake up pretty early then. So, anyways, if you want to write in, just like this dude over here who gave me a scatterbrained email, write to podcast@africantees.com. So, anyways, let's wrap up the show. Jess, you want to plug your streaming services?
Yes, I sporadically stream at twitch.tv/JessPlayin. It's JessPlayin. You should come and hang out. It's kind of fun. It's fun. It's kind of fun.
Word. Awesome. I don't have anything to plug this week, so let's wrap it up. If you enjoy what you've been hearing, you can support us by liking us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, leaving an iTunes review. Subscribe to Google Play Music, or you can contact by email. That's podcast@africantees.com. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/africantees. All those things I just said that I try to do really fast are at www.africantees.com. You can give me a tweet. I'm at SayItSafa. That's at SAYEDSCAFA. And Jess over here has a Twitter too.
Yes, I am the Jess Playin. So the Jess PLAYIN. No G, because I'm cool like that.
Yep. And I would like to thank my guest host for joining me today. Super
Thank
late,
you for having
but
me.
short notice. Short notice. Super short
It's
notice.
all good.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much.
I have a friend.
Friendship.
Thank you for joining me. With that said, I'm your host, Stafa. I'll see you guys next week before Monday. Hopefully. Thank you.
No problem, man. Anytime. Sorry that I was so like, oh, I'm not going to be